Hi friend, welcome back to my channel. Today I will show you how is it look like when we travel from Prince George, Canada to on the way to Whitehorse, Canada in Yukon province. And right now I check out the hotel room and I will go direct to uh, uh, straight to Alaska. But the next day today I will drive around 12 hours and let's go. And early in the morning the street is very beautiful and the side in uh, the north of America. uh, you see it's very beautiful. I drive a lot. I drive more than 12 hours a day until the until it get dark. I will stop and find a hotel, and usually I stay in a big city, and I because it's more safe for me. I This is my first trip. I travel from Washington State to Alaska. So did the second day from Green George city to Whitehorse city in Yukon. And yeah, it's very interesting that you if you cured you know how the road look like and how the weather. This is the summer. I try to Alaska late June. 10 today is June 27th 2025. And I'm very excited. I didn't feel tired, and I just keep driving and very enjoyable. And the road sometimes choppy, but most of them is very smooth, and it's work fine with me. And yeah, let's see what's going on the road, and you will see. You have some kind of idea how we travel across Alaska to no across Canada to Alaska. So this is a good experience. If you have ever travel before, so I give you an idea to see how does it look like. Okay, let's go, and you can watch where the weather and the size changing all the time. I travel more than 100 miles per hour, and um, it's interesting for me every moment, and I like it. I like this trip so a lot. This part of the trip feels very different from yesterday. Yesterday, I still felt like I was close to cities and normal life. But today, it feels like I'm slowly leaving everything behind and heading into a real wilderness. Prince George is known as the northern capital of British Columbia. It's one of the last major cities you see before heading deep into northern Canada. Before leaving, I make sure to fill up my gas tank, grab enough food, water, and snacks because from here on, things start to spread out. And I'm not kidding. Gas stations, restaurants, even people, they become fewer and farther between. As I left Prince George this morning, I had this feeling in my mind like, okay, this is it. And now the hero journey begins. Mm, There's a mix of excitement and a little bit of nervousness too, because you really don't know what's ahead. Driving north, the first thing you notice is just how big and often everything is. The highway stretches out in front of you for miles and miles. On both sides, you see the endless forest. This is the part of the boreal forest, one of the largest forest systems in the world. Trees like spruce, pine, and birch cover everything as far as you can see. Sometimes I look out the window and think there could be no one out here for hundreds of miles. It really gives you a sense of how small we are compared to nature. And the silence, that's something special. No city noise, no traffic, just the sound of your car and the wind is peaceful in a way that's hard to describe. One thing about driving this route, you learn to slow down. This is not a road where you rush. There's no reason to hurry. Instead, you just take your time, enjoy the view, and let the journey happen. Sometimes I go 20 and even 30 minutes without seeing another car, and honestly, it feel kind of amazing. But at the same time, it reminds you you're really far from everything. Now let's talk about something very important out here, wildlife. This area is full of animals, black bears, moose, owls, even wolves, and they don't stay far away from the road. Sometimes they roast right in front of you, especially early in the morning or late in the evening. You have to stay very alert. Moose, for example, are huge and they can appear out of nowhere. Hitting one is extremely dangerous, so you always keep your eyes on the road. But at the same time, seeing wildlife is one of the highlights of this trip. Every time I see something in the distance, I start wondering, is that a bear or just a shadow? It adds a little excitement to every mile. As I continue driving, I pass small towns along the way. These towns may look simple, but they are very important. Places like Port St. John and other stops give the travelers a chance to refuel, grab food, and rest. People live here are used to this lifestyle, quiet, remote, and very connected to nature. Life here is not fast like in the city. It's more vertical. People land ahead, help each other, and live with the environment, not against it. I have started to really appreciate this small town because you are out here. Every stop matters. Another thing I noticed is how the landscape slowly they change. Sometimes you are driving through thick forest, then suddenly it's up and up into wide valleys. Then you start seeing mountains in the distance. The sky feel bigger out here. The clouds could feel closer, and the lights, especially in summer, is just beautiful. Then there are moments where I just want to pull over, get out of the car, and take it on in. Because honestly, pictures and videos don't fully capture how it feels to be here. Driving this road also gives you time to think. There are no rush, no distraction, just you, your thoughts, and the roads ahead. And for me, this is a part of the trip where it's really start to feel real, not just a land, not just something I talk about, but something I'm actually doing. So every mile not feel like I'm getting closer to Alaska. But at the same time, I realize this journey is those Canada is just as special. Right now, as I continue to towards Whitehorse, I can feel the adventures getting deeper. The road is quieter, the land is wider, and everything feels more goals and touches. If you ever thought about doing this the dry the range jogs to wild horses, I would say don't just think of it as a way you get there. The goal is more experience. Take your time, be afraid, stay safe, and most importantly, enjoy every mile because this is where the real adventure begins. As you see, the mother bear with the two kids, and this is a kind of bear I see. This is the meat-eating bear you can see on the road, and it can appear anywhere and anytime. And just stop or just watch the other car go opposite. You see, and they will give the sign that they are animal, uh, so I can drive slowly and watch them. It's so excited. You see, this is the meat eating bear. Mm. As I continue driving north, one of the most beautiful and unexpected places I pass is Teslin Lake. At first, it just looks like a long stretch of water beside the highway, but when you realize how massive it really is, Teslin Lake stretches for miles and miles, surrounded by mountains and open land. The water is often calm, reflecting the skyline as a mirror. It feels quiet, almost untouched. But what makes this place even more special is not just the lake, it's the wildlife around it. This area is known for bears, especially during the warmer months. And I drive along the road. I start paying more attention to the side of the highway, and then you may see them like bear, sometimes even grassy bears out in the open grass fields near the lake. They come here to feed, walking slowly, focused, completely calm, like belong here, and we are just passing through their world. Seeing a bear in the wild like this is something very different from a zoo. There are no pens, no distance, just nature, real powerful. At first, it's exciting. Your heart starts beating faster. You grab your camera, try to capture the moment, but at the same time, there's a deep respect. You realize how strong and unpredictable these animals are. The grass along the Teslin Lake is rich, and during this time of year, it attracts wildlife. Bears come out to eat, especially early in the morning or later in the evenings. That's why this stretch of road is known as one of the best places to spot them. But driving here, you also learn something important. Slow down, not just for safety, but to really see what's around you. If you go too fast, you miss everything. This place isn't about rushing, it's about watching, observing, and appreciating. But in real life, you have job in your hometown, and you have to run with your time, and with that amount of time, you don't have time to slow down. Usually, you have to go very fast. That's a problem. Testing lakes feel like a quiet pause in the journey, a place where nature shows itself in a simple but powerful way. Still water, open lands, and wild animals living freely. I stopped by this restaurant. I have dinner, and it's around 8 p.m. But you see the sky is still clear and look like it's just in the afternoon, but this is in the evening, so I keep driving to Whitehorse. This is my destination for today. And as I continue driving, leaving the lakes behind, and I keep thinking moments like this are the reason people travel thousands of miles, not just to reach Alaska, but to experience the places like this along the way. Some people ask me, why don't you drive up the highway with me, with the wild places like this, and drive up the highways is not a good idea because I travel alone. So I just my purpose is to catch halibut in Alaska. So travel a long way, more than 2.5 thousand miles is everything in here, in my opinion. As I'm driving past Teslin Lake, this stretch of road is actually known by a lot of local and travelers for one thing, bears, and not just one or two, but sometimes multiple bears along the same highway. People who drive in this route often talk about it, especially in the summer when the grass along the roadside is fresh and full of nutrients. Bears come out to feed. Uh, there has been many times when drivers counted 5, even 10 bears in a single drive past Tetlin Lake. Imagine that you are just driving minding on your business, and very few minutes there are not a bear on the side of the road. Sometimes, if you are lucky or unlucky, you may see a grizzly beast, slow, powerful, and racy parties. They don't really care about the cars. They are used to people passing through, and they just keep eating, walking, living their life. But locals always say the same things. Don't get too comfortable, because even if they look calm, they are still wild animals. Um, there has been incidents where people stop too close, try to get photos, or got out their cars, and that's when things become dangerous. That's why you are seeing signs along the road, warnings about wildlife. So driving past the Tetin Lakes is kind of a strange feelings. It's beautiful, peaceful, but at the same time, there's been a awareness that you are in the real wilderness. You are not at the zoo. You are not in the city park. You are in the place where nature still runs and the rules. Um, and honestly, that's what makes it so unforgettable. Another thing people don't realize, this highway is also one of the lakes in Yukon where a lot of animal collision happen. Moose, caribou, even bears, they cross the roads without warnings. In park, most wildlife incidents in uh, Yukon happen on highway like this one, and if you hit the moose, it's not like hitting a small animal. It can destroy your car instantly. And that's why when you drive in here, you see sign everywhere warning about wildlife. And what's interesting is they are not hunting. Most of the time, they just eating grass. It may look very strange, but this is actually very normal. In the spring, early summer, fresh grass and plants as one of the first food sources available. After a long winter, bears come out of hibernation really hungry, and their body needs something easy to digest. So they spend a lot of time right here along the highway eating grass, dandelions, and other lands. And the reason you see them near the road is because the grass here grows faster, it gets more sunlight, and it's softer and more nutritious. That's why drivers often spot bears just a few feet away from the road. But even though they look calm, you have to remember they are still wild animals. They may ignore cars, but you should never get too close. So yes, seeing bears like this is actually one of most unique parts of driving through Yukon. It's not a zoo, it's not control, it's a real nature happening right in front of you. As I arrive in Whitehorse, everything feels like calm, peaceful, almost too quiet. It's a small north city surrounded by mountains and forests, the kind of place where life moves slowly and nature feels very close. But the more time you spend here, the more you start to realize this place has stories. A long time ago, before the city events existed, the rivers here were wide and dangerous. People call it the Whitehorse rapids because the waves look like white horses running through the water. Travelers who passed through said the sound of the rivers at night was powerful and almost like something alive. Today, the rapids are grown, replaced by a dam. The water is calm now, but the name stayed. And maybe some of the feelings stay too. Not far from here sits the old SS Klondike, a historic ship that once carried cargo along the Yukon River. But during the day, it looks like a museum. But at night, it feels different. Some workers and visitors have said they hear footsteps inside, even when no one is there. Others talk about lights turning on by themselves, the strange feelings that someone is watching. No one can rule anything, but the stories are still told. And there's the sky. White Horses is one of the best places in the world to see the aurora borealis, the northern lights. Green waves moving slowly across the night sky. It's beautiful, peaceful, but sometimes people say they see lights that don't move like the aurora, faster, sharper, harder to attain. Maybe it's just nature, or maybe it's something else. And when you leave the city, when you drive out into the wilderness, that's when you feel it's the most. No sound, no people, just endless forest. And for a moment, it feels like you are not alone, uh, not because you seen anything, but because this land still feels wild, untouched, and full of stories. White horses may look quiet, but when you listen closely, you realize it's not just a lace, is a place with the past, with mystery, and with something you can feel even you can't explain it. It's very late at night right now. I chose 1,000 more than 300 kilometers. Now I looking for hotels nearby the highway, and I stay one night over here. And this is not very good hotels. The smell I don't like it. I don't expect like this hotels, but I know it the smell is not good. Um, After I pay, so uh, okay, just it's just a night, so it's okay with me, and I stay here, and um, and I will go early in the morning, so it's okay for me. Now I will show you how the hotel look like in this is a I uh, I found a cheapest price in here, so I think that's because um, the feeling is not very good with the hotels, but on the other thing is everything's okay here. People here friendly, and it's they're good, and the environment here also good. So uh, I just relax and um, keep going into Alaska, and see you in the next video, and I will show you how um, Alaska look like. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye bye.